Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whoever you are, whenever you are in the world right now. Because I'm me, I have gone out and bought some more Metro parts, and today it is a dashboard. I don't need a dashboard, but it's nice to have. As you can see, I have disassembled it down to its core parts, so I have, of course, the dashboard itself, then I have a slightly posher instrument surround than the one currently on Melvin. It has a soft touch finish and more holes for more switches. I also have some vents, an ashtray and a glove box, and as you can probably also tell, a parcel shelf, which isn't part of a dashboard. So let's go down to Melvin and have a look at why I bought all these parts. Yeah, that's not good. Clearly somebody before me tried to repair it with this like pink gooey stuff, and then I put 3M adhesive pads on it, but that's no good. As much as it is just this rubber strip, and well, it's coming out. There you go. That's rubbish. As much as I could technically live without it, someone was selling a parcel shelf. A friend of mine was selling a parcel shelf, so I thought I might as well just buy the entire new parcel shelf and be done with it. So here you go, new parcel shelf. The interesting thing about the Metro is that it was one of the first cars, if not the first, I don't know, it probably wasn't the first, to have a 60/40 split folding rear seat. This one doesn't because it's a base model, you had to pay extra for that, but it also, oh I can't even get this. There you go. It also had quite an interesting seat folding solution. I mean, by no means was the Metro the only car that did this, but for a lot of Metros, but not this one, you've had a little hole on the parcel shelf here, and you had a little bracket on the back of the seat there. So when you fold the seats down, you can actually connect the parcel shelf to the back of the seats, and then the seat jackknifes over on itself, so you don't need to take the parcel shelf out, you can leave the parcel shelf in and it all folds away really neatly. This car doesn't have that though, because base model. So this and that parcel shelf can go in the bin. Right, so you're not going to be able to see my face for any of this, but that's probably for the best for both of us if we're honest, because the main attraction is this. So Melvin is a base model Metro, so he has very little in terms of nice trimmings and things. So he has no glove box, just this shelf, which you can't really put an owner's handbook in that because you accelerate away from anywhere and that'll just fly out. So that's pretty useless. There is no cigarette lighter, manual choke, and a very, very simple instrument surround. You'll see the one that is on the garage floor that came with that new dashboard is a much nicer one. Now I'm not going to change that one because it would just mean I have more blanks and less base model goodness. The only modifications I'm making here are for the usability of the car. So I have a glove box, but also while I'm here I bought the entire dashboard, so I might as well take use of it. This vent is a little bit sticky. There's no reason for it to go in the bin. It could probably loosen itself up, but I have a new vent, so that can go in nicely. Oh no, wait a second, that's the driver's side one. Just a second. Here you go, passenger side one, much better. So I'll be putting that in. As much as they can come out from the front, it'll be easy to do it when I have the glove box out and I can get up behind it to put that in. So that will be in a minute, but also I have an ashtray. Obviously the old dashboard came with an ashtray in it, and I don't need an ashtray, but this is a slightly different design than the one currently in Melvin. If I just pop this out, probably able to see more if I put my leg down, they have two different designs. Now this one's really nice because it has this little metal thing for stubbing out your cigarettes on. I suppose that's really good if you're a smoker, but this one is better for putting sweet wrappers in and things like that. And at the end of the day, I don't smoke, so there you go. There is modification number one, a different ashtray, just a more up-spec ashtray from a later Metro. All Metros of Melvin's era would have had this ashtray, I believe, but yeah, later one is better, so it'll be going in. So to get the glove box out, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 9 screws, which seems like a lot. Now I have a screwdriver, of course, and a trim removal tool. Maybe I might need that to get into the vent. But I don't have a screwdriver that's small enough, so instead I'm using a little screwdriver bit thing in a 13mm socket in a... what size ratchet is this? I have no idea, but there you go. So I will need this because I'm incompetent and I don't have the right tools. So you're about to see a lot of the back of my head. So these top ones I can undo with the normal screwdriver. Oh, and it started raining. Absolute bliss. Don't you just love living in England? Isn't it wonderful? There are two screws very, very close together in the centre, but they are, of course, for the striker, which this one doesn't have, but of course I will have when I put the new glove box in. This is going to make such a difference just to the usability of the car, so I can actually shove stuff in the glove box now, which I just couldn't do beforehand. So at the moment, this shelf is empty, and it has been empty for a long time because you just cannot drive around with stuff on it. And now I need my ratchet, so I'm probably not gonna need the ratchety bit of it. I can probably just turn it once it gets to a certain point, but like now. But I don't have a screwdriver small enough, so so 9 screws down. There you go. That one very dusty glove box thing with no lid, shelf. Most interestingly, there is a sticker on this. I hope you can see it there if it focuses. I don't even know if that's in frame or not. But there's one of the, you find many of these dotted around all cars, but it's one of the build stickers, so you know it has the spec of this car. So it says 5:26 AM on the 4th of July 1991. It has my VIN number, and that is the correct VIN number, so I know that this is the original dashboard, or the car hasn't been, yeah, all that kind of stuff. 1991 model year, R6, which is the code name for the Rover Metro. It had the code name R6. Inst Pack 2, I suppose that means Instrument Pack 2. I don't know. I've got no idea. Granite, which is the colour of the trim. It's this grey colour. It's the same colour of trim as the Mini Mayfair with 2,000 miles I did the other week. Or last week, actually. Yeah. Speedometer in miles, manual choke, glove box no lid, and right-hand drive, and 1100cc. So, yeah, glove box no lid. That describes it rather well. So, now I have this new one with the striker in it, of course. That's very important. This will be much better. It has two like cup rest things. Again, I've got no idea whether this is in shot or not. Two cup rest things. I suppose they're pretty useless, and a pen holder because you always need a pen on you. Obviously, there's another build thing on the back of this as well. This car hasn't been scrapped. This car is actually being converted into an A series Metro lookalike replica thing. So this one has a slightly different sticker on it because it's later on. This one's from 1993, and so by this point it says no burglar alarm. I don't think you can get a burglar alarm in my era, but there we go. So this, which is the swing arm thing for the door, goes through that little hole and goes in like that. That isn't fitting badly, but it isn't fitting brilliantly. But then again, it's a Rover, I really shouldn't judge. There's also a little scratch on it here, but again, 27-year-old piece of plastic. So I'll just reuse the old hardware because, oh, that was a stupid move. I need to do this vent. Let's have a feel up behind here. Oh yeah, I can feel the two clips. At least I think it's easy to get it out from behind. I'm probably wrong. Oh, why am I struggling so much with something so simple? This should surely not be so challenging. Oh, there you go. How does that come out? Does it need to come out? Oh, I think it has. Yes, it has a collar around it, so I needed to pull that through. So there you go, one old vent that's actually really filthy. It seems to have loads and loads of gunk in it. Yee. But I suppose this car, of course, doesn't have a cabin filter because old. So it's just one of those things. It will get filled with rubbish. It did have a foam ring around it as well, but that's gone, and also a bit of leaf. That can go. Right, now time for the new one. I'll take that collar off it because I really don't need it, and then it should be as easy as just wiggling a little bit. And there you go. That's in. Hopefully it won't leak any air out. Yeah, there you go. That's that in. I got my hands quite dirty there. But yeah, so there's the old vent. That'll go back in the cupboard because I don't need to throw it away because it works fine. It's just a little bit sticky. So now, glove box in. I can't use my screwdriver this time because the door's in the way, so time to have fun with the ratchet again. Right, the last two screws need to go in after the striker. So, that's the wrong way around. Striker goes in this way, by the way, with the slanted bit towards the front, obviously. But if you're watching this video trying to figure out how to do this because you, I don't know, can't figure it out yourself or something, I don't know, then I suppose that would be helpful. In fear of going too carry on about all this, I can't find the hole. So there you go, I have the glove box installed as well as that new ashtray and the new vent, which should all make life a little bit easier. It means I can actually carry things in the glove box now, unlike before, like a owner's handbook, a pen, a phone cable, a car spotting book from 1974, some hand sanitizer, and lots of masks. So there you go, there's a quick little video there on how I did that. If you enjoyed the video, then please do click like and subscribe to TwinCam as well, it really makes a difference, and I'll have more videos coming along soon.